Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into a super juicy topic that I know a lot of you have been waiting for. It's about what happens when a narcissist comes crawling back after they've discarded you. How do you respond when a narcissist comes back into your life months later with those infamous words, "Let's work this out," or "Let's try again"? If you've experienced this, you're not alone. Narcissists often have a pattern: idealize, devalue, discard, and then they come back, often when you've started moving on. So how should you respond? What is the best reply that not only protects your well-being but can be most damaging to them? I've got the best answer for you, and it just might be the most devastating one for them. Stick around, because you don't want to miss this. Let's break it down. First things first, let's understand the drama a bit. Narcissists are like that one friend who always takes the last slice of pizza, but then disappears when it's time to wash the dishes. They love the attention, they thrive on control, and when they've had their fill of you, they're out of there. But guess what? 6 months later, they remember that you were the best souvenir in their emotional roller coaster, and suddenly, voila, they come back. So why do they do it? The classic "I want what I can't have" mentality combined with that insatiable need for validation. They might just be bored, or maybe they're experiencing a little consequences of their actions tension. Whatever the reason, the moment they slip back into your DMs, you're holding the cards. Next, let's discuss their motives. Narcissists thrive on attention and validation. When they reach out after months, it's usually not about genuinely wanting you back. Rather, it's often about regaining control or validating their own self-worth. It's important to remember that this is a game to them, and they might be testing the waters to see if you've still got those emotional strings they can pull. So if they come back with that classic line, "Let's work this out," it's a red flag. Here's what I suggest as the best response. No response at all, or a very calculated one. Picture this. When a narcissist thinks they still have the power to manipulate you, that's when they're at their most vulnerable. Next, let's talk about feelings for a second. When they pop back into your life, it's designed to throw you off balance. You might feel flattered, excited, or even confused about why you've been on their mind. But remember, these feelings are like a mirage in a desert. Don't be fooled. They are riding on the back of a pattern that you're trying to escape from. Your job is to never forget how they made you feel during the discard phase. That's the real evidence. Think back to the drama, the manipulation, and the emotional turmoil. Keep that in your pocket. You want to shift the power dynamic here. Ignoring their advances sends a clear message that you're not easily swayed. You've gained your independence, and their attempts at rekindling the relationship won't work on you anymore. This is exactly what leaves them rattled. Another great response is to simply hold your ground. If you say something like, "I'm happy with my own life and I'm not interested in revisiting past relationships," it clearly indicates that their charm is no longer working. You see, narcissists often don't understand what true accountability and responsibility look like. So applying this pressure creates dissonance within them. So, what's the best response when they hit you up? Here's where things get juicy. The most damaging thing you can say? Nothing at all. Yes, you heard me right. Ghost them. Why? Because it hits them right in the ego. Imagine being so used to people falling at your feet, and suddenly you're being left on read. The silence is deafening. Instead of giving them the satisfaction of a response, let them realize that you've moved on. You're the one in control now. This silence is your power play, and they won't know how to handle it. Now, if you do choose to respond, not feeling the whole ghosting vibe, I get it. Sometimes it's just tempting to let them know where you stand. Try this alternative response. Maintain a neutral tone and briefly express how you've moved on. Something like, "I appreciate your outreach, but I'm in a different place now and think it's best we don't reconnect." How about a simple, "I've moved on," or "Sorry, I don't do second chances"? It reminds them that you are not someone who can be manipulated back into their orbit. But if you want the ultimate kicker to leave them shaken, the most damaging thing you can do is to live your best life without them. Communicate your happiness through your actions. Achieve your goals, socialize, and invest in meaningful relationships. This will likely sting more than any direct confrontation you could have. So when that narcissist slides back into your life trying to re-establish their grip, you have the upper hand. Empower yourself by creating boundaries and sticking to them. This isn't mean-spirited, it's self-preservation. You're clearly establishing boundaries, and guess what? Boundaries are kryptonite to narcissists. They thrive on chaos, emotion, and reaction. By staying calm and collected, you'll see the impact on them. They'll scramble to regain that narrative because they know they can't control you anymore. You deserve someone who values you from the start, not just when it's convenient for them. Remember, you have the right to prioritize your happiness and well-being first. So, to wrap it all up, when a narcissist returns with their sweet promises and attempts to charm you back, always stand your ground. Whether you go with the silent treatment or a firm response, stick to your guns, respect your own boundaries, and soak up that self-love. It's not about revenge, it's about reclaiming your power. They need to feel the impact of your decision to move on. If you've enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Leave a comment sharing your own experiences. Let's build a community where we support each other through these tough times. Thanks for watching, and remember, you're stronger than you think. Keep shining, and remember, you are worth so much more than their fickle affection. Catch you next time.